girl, I'm packing. And I left. I said, where are you going? I'm like, I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm gay. What is your problem? What is your problem? And as much as I love my island and as much as I want to do, I can't, like, I've done my part.
Hello and welcome to I Woke Up Today. If you're joining us on Spotify, thank you so much for listening. If you're joining us on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you're back, thank you for coming back again. It means we're doing something right. So we appreciate you very much. Today's episode is very special to us, right? To the heart. We have an amazing guest that is very authentic, to say the least. We have the pleasure of having Rau with us here today, where he is going to share some of his amazing story. Rau is a leader with a great personality and just very dynamic, and just reminds us that you can make it. You know,
and
that you can
he
make
has
it.
that spice.
He's got spice.
He's got lots of spice.
He's got spice. So thank you so much for joining us and for sharing.
So,
yeah.
Hector, now we always start with gratitude. So what are you grateful for this morning?
Well, first of all, because I woke up today.
That's right.
You know, grateful for another day. Are you guys practicing? Are you guys doing that? How's that going? Want to hear in the comments about that. I'm actually grateful because I'm busy.
Ooh.
So I was thinking about this yesterday for a text message that I got. Somebody wanted to talk to me, and I said, I haven't called you because I'm extremely busy. And he said, that's very nice, like in a good way, like, hey, I'm glad you're busy. That's I was got to thinking, and it's true. I've kind of put myself in this situation right now where I want to be I'm obsessed with my numbers, right? So, so now I'm focused on targets of what I want to do. And I've kind of jam-packed my schedule to get a lot of things done. And I was thinking how grateful I am for having a jam-packed schedule. A lot of people don't have that. So especially in this market, I am happy to be busy. I don't know if it's good busy, but it's busy.
Hey,
we'll take it.
Busy is busy.
Yes, Gigi. How about you?
So I was thinking about that this morning, and I'm very grateful for my community. So my birthday just passed. I'm getting older, trying to feel younger. But I'm very blessed that I have a lot of people that I'm surrounded with. They really truly love me. They want to celebrate, and
we do like you sometimes.
Just sometimes here and there, when I'm not crazy. But they show me a lot of love. And looking back at all the years that's passed, how much I've grown. And I'm like, wow, I'm in my 40s, hardcore. I'm like, wow. So I'm very grateful for that and all the accomplishments. So, yeah.
That's very good. Very good.
So,
last but not least, our very own Rau Hernández.
Hey.
Auténtico, with a beautiful, amazing brand. How are you feeling today? What are you grateful for?
I knew this question was coming because I watched your episode.
Okay,
So-
that's right. That's right.
And then, I was trying to, oh my God, I'm going to get very, I don't know, very into deep. And no, I'm just grateful for waking up, right? And being
Right.
able to change whatever, and just putting that little grain of salt in anybody's lives. It could be what we do for work. It could
Right.
be my family. It could be you guys.
It could be the community.
It could be the community. So just, I'm grateful for being healthy, right? Because having two hands, having 2 feet, having eyes, a voice, that's
Right.
enough to be grateful for. So yeah, keep it
That's
simple.
good. I love it.
So, 15 years old in hot, sunny, beautiful Puerto Rico. Take us back to that time. What was going on? Everything that was happening. Talk to us.
Oh my God, 15 years. That was, I think it was the beginning of trying to find out who I was. Right. I mean, I already know who I was. It was just trying to find my place and trying to make sure I was comfortable in that place, right? Because you got to remember that this was before the 2000s, 1990, what?
Something.
7, 6. So, I'm gay, of course. Gay and proud.
No shit.
For those of you that didn't know. So, at that time it was still taboo. It is a little bit still taboo, but in Puerto Rico, being a a
I
Caribbean
think at that
island.
time it was very still
yeah.
taboo. Like,
Yeah.
That was about 50 years ago. Yeah, that was big.
Mhm.
50 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had my mannerisms. Yes, I was maybe I was a little bit too gay. I don't know what that even means, but I guess
Right.
everybody was always picking on me. And at that time and point in my life, I still was, searching for who I was.
I'm
Um,
feeling comfortable, right? Feeling
huh?
comfortable.
Yes, it's specifically in the school I
In
was
this-
at that precise moment, right?
Right.
So, it was a time when I had a really bad moment with my mom at that time at 15, and that marked, like, I want to say 3 years of where I don't know if this is the right word. I hated my mom, but I think it was more rabia. How do you say that?
Resentment.
Like
Anger?
resentment, because I know, and let me preface this. My mom and dad are like amazing and they're like the best. And I know now that I'm older, I know they did the best they could with the tools they had, right?
Right.
But at that time, I'm speaking like a 15-year-old. That's how I felt at that time. So I just
Right.
want to say that
Oh.
out there, mom and dad, I
Valid.
love you. Did the best. Look at this. You did authentic.
Look at this. Like, hello.
So at that time, I went through some trouble with my mom because she found out that I had been talking to a guy over the phone. We did not have cell phones. It was just like a regular landline.
Oh, yeah.
So she had the calls, I guess. So she found out I was talking to a guy, and then she smashed the phone into the wall, the wall, and she's like, "You're grounded, blah blah blah, for life and whatever."
Right.
At that time, I was also participating in a dance camp, which she
okay,
took
yeah,
me
yeah.
away from that,
Right.
of course, because I was doing stuff that apparently seemed as too gay, or were inclined for people that turned out to be gay, which
Right.
that's another topic. So I was very mad at her. I remember I wrote in a million papers like, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." And I need to ask her this because I don't remember if I actually put up all those papers, because I really wanted it to. This was like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I wanted to put all those papers in the kitchen. So when she woke up, she saw how much I hated her, right?
Right.
Because she was making me go through all these emotions that I couldn't do anything because she was my mom. I'm 15. I'm in a house. I can't do anything. I have to be there grounded and I can't be myself. So I remember that part, and that marked, like, I want to say 3 years of resentment.
Right.
It was very bad. I really did not like her. I didn't like her at that time.
Right.
Wow, that must be rough.
It was rough.
It's hard because that's your mom and that's your protection.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you going back, you're like, you were supposed to protect me this whole time, and it's just
and
like,
she was trying to protect
right,
me.
she
That's
was.
the,
It's
like,
just-
the dichotomy. Yo no sé si, I don't even know if that's the word, that dichotomy. Like, she wanted to protect me, but she wasn't at that time.
right,
Because she was like making me feel bad.
right. And plus, we were in our adolescence, so like we were 15.
So she was thinking,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, he's being rebellious or whatever."
Right,
Maybe
exactly.
that's what you
Acting out.
have kids,
all
so.
day long, like I was the number
You're
one
st-
rebellious.
You're still acting out.
Oh, that's true. Poor my mom and dad. Dios mío.
Yes. Well, that was
So-
like a dark place that time.
So that you mentioned the dance camp. Let's
Mhm.
talk a little bit about that. What was that like? What was going on? I can't imagine 15 years old dance camp in Puerto Rico. Me being Dominican, I'm like, yeah, mom, I'm gonna go dance.
So, okay. So you got to remember, I am, or you don't remember this because you don't know me, but I am my father's side. I was the first niece, nephew, grandson, and the firstborn child of my
firstborn.
family. So I was always protected. I was giving amounts of love, ridiculous amounts of love. Like, my birthdays were like huge, and I was very mad at my birthdays. I remember seeing like my pictures from 1 year old, 2 year old. I was always like, why are these people here? I want all these gifts for me. Because I was very, how would you say that? Engreído?
Well,
I don't know. How do you say that in English?
Engreído?
Sorry, I forgot my English.
No, we like Spanglish.
Spoiled.
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 Okay.
Don't you know your English?
I do. Sometimes, hello, I'm very
So I was
looking.
very spoiled, right? So of course that comes with overprotection. So I wasn't allowed to go out as much as I would have wanted to with my friends. If my mom had to know everything about this person who I was going out with, right?
Right.
So
She's
being
being
able to
overprotective.
even convince her to let me go to band camp, not band camp,
Dance camp.
That sounds like American Pie movie.
Dance
One day at
camp.
band
It
camp.
was cool. And then I lived in one city. We had to go all the way to another city.
Which took a whole of 3 minutes in Puerto Rico.
No, it might seem like that, but it was like 1 hour.
Okay,
So
it's like the other
we
side
got
of
on a
the island.
bus. It was actually in the middle.
Oh, okay.
But Puerto Rico, like, because you have to go like this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
True.
So it was called the Ballet Juvenil Folclórico Puertorriqueño.
Oh, wow.
And we did everything. We did, they did, like, folklorico is folklore, or how do you say ethnic, right? Like ethnic from all over the world. So yeah, I know how to dance. I think I do. So I went there. It was awesome. Of course, it was a way to escape.
Yeah.
Yes, escape.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun. I don't know. It was so cool. It was like, I don't know.
And you got to meet different people.
A lot of different people.
And did you feel accepted? Like, how did you feel?
How could you not feel accepted? Half of the boys were gay. I was good, I promise, I think, from what I remember.
But you felt comfortable. Like, how did you feel at that time, in that moment? Were you surrounded with love, like acceptance, like with
to be honest, now that I think back, yes, it was cool that we were there and there was a bunch of gay guys. But then again, it's the other part of the teenagers, because you still get bullied. At that time, I was not looking like this. This takes a lot of money. No, I'm joking. No, you're growing up.
He's not joking.
I'm not. You're growing up. Maybe your hair is not where it needs to be. Your face is, or your weight and all that. So I was still not in the cool gays club, if for lack of better words. Right. So it was still a little bit of fitting in that I needed to do, but I found a couple of guys and girls that wanted to hang out with me, and it was cool.
And you felt like that friendship. Is that where you started like feeling more comfortable with yourself a little bit?
Not there. No.
Not there.
Several years after. Or 2 years after. I think that was the beginning of, like, okay, I am this, I can be this, look at all these people there. Because remember, I was 15 or 16, maybe they were 18, 20, in the 20s or something, because it was
the age difference was big.
Yep. Yeah, there was college students there, I think.
Really?
I think so.
And it was all in one?
It was all in one. It was very big. I think we were like 1,000. Wow. And they put us in like a big school or something with bunk beds and
so this was an overnight thing.
This was
like several
like
weeks or something.
Things. No, like weekend things. We did it every 2 weeks, I think, if I recall. Every 2 weeks.
So did you like officially come out?
To who?
To
your family, your parents, your friends? Like,
not really.
At what age, if you know what I mean?
So coming out was when I switched schools. So I had to switch schools when I was in 10th grade going on to 10th grade. And I switched schools because for some reason, I guess I didn't like a teacher or something like that, because I had straight A's, but my conduct was not appropriate. Of course, I talk a lot. I don't know if you've noticed.
No.
So I do talk a lot. So I was in conduct probation for like the longest time, even though I had straight A's, and teachers, I think for the majority, loved me. Mm-hmm. But I was, me devolvieron la matrícula. How do you say that? They didn't accept my tuition for 10th grade. Yeah. And that happened like it was May, I think. And then in June, it's like, you're not going to this school.
Did you think it had something to do with your sexual orientation?
Honestly, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think it was a specific teacher that did not like me. And I don't know. For some reason, that's what I think. But it was the best thing that happened.
Right.
But my mom did not think that. And because my mom always wanted me to graduate from that specific school, because she had envisioned that she wanted me for that specific school, because, she used to study in the school next to it. Mm-hmm. And she wanted us to, have the best education. So when we switched schools, I am going into 11th grade. Imagine a new kid, 11th grade.
So you're going towards the end of the school, you like almost.
So I don't have friends. I am like, I'm a nobody. I'm the new boy in school. So it was hard, those 2 weeks. And you want to know who was the biggest bully in that school?
Yes,
for me?
I really do.
A lesbian girl.
Really?
A lesbian, an out lesbian girl.
She was already fully
She
out.
was the bulliest of them all. She's like,
Really?
Oh, wow.
She was trying to like instigate me. I don't know if she actually did me a favor because fast forwarding 2 weeks into that new school, I was in the lunchroom and I stood up and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking gay. Oh shit.
It's okay. I love it. Yay!
Yeah, I'm gay. What is your problem? What is your problem? And that switched because now she couldn't bully me because I was
because
out.
you actually
And then everybody started seeing me like, yeah, you got it. And then I became a gay cool kid, I guess.
Right.
So you found support in your peers.
Yes.
That's just
and
cool.
those were the 2 best years of my high school life.
Now, question. Did you ever become friends with her?
Of course.
Really?
We became friends afterwards.
Look at
that.
that.
And she's beautiful. She is because she's still alive. She's beautiful. She has long, wavy hair. She's super tall.
You still keep in contact with her?
I have her in Facebook.
Yeah.
She's become holistic and all that from what I know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot of people from high school that were portrayed or we thought they were not going to be good. They actually turned out great.
That's amazing.
So it's good.
That's good. And were you... Did you ever get to talk to her and be like, damn, you put me on blast? Like,
I don't think I ever did. And we were talking about this. We haven't had a high school reunion and it's been
Right.
20 plus years, right?
right, exactly.
So
I think
25
you and her
years.
should organize a high school.
Yes.
I-
Ooh,
we
I
should-
like that.
we could.
Yeah.
But yes, but no, I never told her that. But it was fun times after that. Yeah, teachers loved me too, so it was.
So I kind of want to go back a little bit. So when your mom found out about the boy, how did that dynamic and you go into the new school, I'm sure they're all intertwined with each other, but how did she deal with all of that? Oh, well, your family and your mom, I'm sure.
What specific part?
Like when she found out about you were
You were talking to the boy. Over the
Oh no,
phone.
my mom has I think she's always been in denial, even until this. Well, she can't deny it anymore. But I think in her mind she wishes I wasn't,
Right.
and that's okay. I've done peace with that, and that's fine. And I've told her that's your reality, and I accept it, right? Because of her religion and the way she was brought
up,
I guess
yeah.
in her mind that is not the way you enter heaven or
Right.
whatever
Right.
she calls that, and that's okay, guys. I love her to death. I mean,
Right, of course.
and that's now that she created this monster, and we were talking about that yesterday.
Mhm.
She actually made me so strong
Right.
that I stood up for myself for my parents. Like I
Right.
stood up.
You stood up for your beliefs,
Uh-huh.
you stood up
To
in
my
front of her,
parents.
to your
Yeah.
parents.
So, but what was the question?
It's okay. So you were dealing with all those emotions. I'm sure you guys bumped heads a lot.
Well,
When
see-
you finally officially fully blown out came out, and
I never came out to my mom. Like never.
oh, never. Still to this
Like I
Well-
don't think I've sat down and said, "Hey, mom, I am gay."
yeah,
And you don't need to, right?
right.
No.
But
You assumed,
but I never hide it.
right?
Like she knew my boyfriends, the
Yeah.
couple of.
But how did that change your relationship with her,
Yeah,
your
with her.
dynamic?
So the relationship, remember, I did all that. I hate you when I was 15. It was
Right.
3 years of bumping heads. Like I didn't want to even see her. Like she was there to support me, but when I remember what she had done at that time and
Mhm.
how I know she felt because the way I was,
Right.
we bumped heads like for 3 years. I went to the Disney College program. So I went from Puerto Rico to Orlando, and I'm in this is first year of college, and that opportunity presented. I did not tell her, I didn't say anything until like a week before. I think it was even 2 days before. I'm like, girl, I'm packing, and I left. I'm so, where are you going? I'm like, I'm leaving. No, but you can't do that. I still lived with them at that time.
Yeah.
And I left.
How old were you?
That was 2001, so I was 20, 19, 20.
Okay.
So I left, and that was devastating for her. That was the
Really?
first time I
That was like,
I left.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
devastating. I'm like, see, I told you this was gonna happen. She called me every single day during that college program.
really?
Every single day, and she'd be like, "You want me to? I can pay you for everything. Come back, please. I miss you." And that
because
changed-
everything was at a place out of love, right?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Just
and everything changed.
Yeah.
Like because now I was this free bird that I was in Orlando. I
Right.
was like in a new in a new.
Kind of like in a new country in a way.
Sure, yeah. No, it was totally different. I was on my own. I was doing my own stuff. I didn't have to like come home to see her, and it changed the dynamic. So,
but she called you every day.
Every day.
And did you talk to her, or did you just try to brush her off?
No. I started like.
We started building.
We started building. We rebuilt the relationship.
Because I mean, I do that with my mom, and my husband is like, "You talk to your mom like every morning." I'm like, "Yes." He goes, "Even when you're mad, you're like, 'Hi, mom.'" I'm like, "You good? You laugh? Okay, bye. I'm still mad."
Yeah, and that's beautiful because think about that. The relationship that you have with your mom, like your mom is a big deal.
Yeah,
it's like
I do have a dad. Dad, I love you too.
Yeah. but the thing with your mom is just different because obviously she built you. She made you. So I used to talk to my mom every single day. Yeah. I remember when I was a flight attendant, it doesn't matter what part of the world I was in, I would call her.
Yeah.
And every time I was going out, I would be like, I'm going to be in this city. Like you have that connection with your mom. When somebody tells me they haven't talked to their parents, like in
I know
1 week or 2 weeks, I'm like, how do you do
or
that?
Or months. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, I didn't get a phone call.
Talk to her more often. I don't talk to her that often. Maybe once a week.
Maybe you'll call her after this episode.
You'll call her after this episode.
I will call Mom. I'm gonna call you.
And your dad. Don't forget about your dad.
No, I call my dad. That's better see.
So let's shift gears a little bit, and let's talk about the life as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that entails in Puerto Rico, right? You did the college program, and which we'll get to that, but the life as a performer in Puerto Rico and all that. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I was, because of what we talked about, like, being gay and doing stuff that looks gay, which I don't know what that even means. So I've always wanted to be like doing something performing arts. Like I was in all my high school talent shows.
Yeah.
I was like, there was 1 year that I was in every single act in that talent show except for one.
Oh.
I sang, I acted, I danced, I did weird stuff, you name it. So that was in high school, right? And then fast forwarding into college, I did Mr. Borinquen. I was in the male pageantry.
Mr. Borinquen, that's a thing?
Mr. Borinquen.
Mr., not Mrs.
That's a thing?
Mr. Borinquen.
I just found out.
Borinquen. Well, it was like a backyard kind of like pageant.
It was just like small.
It was starting. It was small. Yeah. There was 2 people and I went, I'm joking. No. We were like, I don't know, 10, 15-ish.
Okay. Was this in Puerto Rico or here?
This was in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't move to Orlando.
You were still over
there.
Okay.
All of this was in Puerto Rico. So I did the male pageantry that led to me being personal trainer, aerobics instructor.
That's good.
I went into some auditions for singing. I did that too.
Yeah, you do.
He does sing.
Yes, he does.
So true story. I go to Rau's wedding, right? And I'm sitting down at the wedding. I'm looking towards the front. And all of a sudden, this very gracious voice sounds. And then we all turn around and we're like, oh, shit, that's Javier. Samantha and I were blown. Mind you, I had maybe known Javier for a year and not known him that much because when I came, I dropped my bags and left.
Yeah,
so it was truly surprising to see that you have such a cool voice and you can really sing.
Thank you.
So I think that you're gonna have to sing for us at some point.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I think that'll be amazing.
Like now? No.
I mean, you could.
No, poquito. Let me see. I found a love for me, darling. Just dive right in. That's not how it goes. I forgot the words, beautiful and sweet. Oh, I never knew you were that someone waiting for me.
There we go.
I forgot the words. I got nervous.
That was the voice we wanted. See,
exactly. You are such a performer, though. Like your character, and you get into character.
I always told my mom, like when I was young, I was like, "Oh, Mom, I want to dance." She's like, "No, you don't want to dance."
Oh my God, my mom did the same thing. I started singing, and my mom's like, "No, you can never be a singer."
And it's so sad that they have a stigma that performers don't make much money. I think that's where it comes from.
Right.
Also,
But that's not what you do it for. Like, you do it because it's something that you love to do.
I do. I love when I.
But I think Raul likes money too.
Well, I do.
I'm sure. But that comes.
But thank you, Mom, for letting me not do that. No.
Hey, you never know. You could have made it like, woo.
I think I can do both, and
you can.
Yeah, I like what I do for work now or my career.
Exactly.
I can incorporate it.
Your career right now will support your passion.
Mm-hmm. Your life's not over
yet.
yet.
We're doing that, right? We have
exactly.
We have things going on social media.
No, there's a lot.
At Rau Hernández MBA. Check me.
We'll put it on there.
Okay, thank you.
Put it on there.
Follow, like, comment, share.
I can't.
So you win Mr. Borinquen. How did that feel?
Oh my God, it felt amazing.
Okay, wait. So you won it.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so within pageantries, sometimes you have mini titles.
Oh, okay.
So I won one of the mini titles, which was called Mr. Model. So I did win that, and then you can still go for the big pageant, which is Mr. Borinquen. I did not win. I won a first runner-up.
Okay.
But, and I think this is the dream of all of the virreinas, all of the first runner-ups, is for something to happen to the winner, so you can be
right.
And that happened. No, it was very sad. The guy that won, he unfortunately passed away.
Oh wow!
It was very sad. It was very sad. He
like right away, or
I think it was like 1 or 2 months. He crashed into a rock or something like that. It was like horrible.
Oh wow!
But then I was Mr. Borinquen, but just because of that. Right?
Oh wow!
It was sad. It's not a nice way to win. But,
no. Now, when you won, what did you end up doing with that title? Like,
so there were a lot of plans to go to an international site and everything. But because of what happened with the guy that he passed away and a bunch of organizational stuff, we couldn't make it. So I literally handed the title.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But it was nice. I did a bunch of stuff. I went. I met a lot of people from the government. I went to entities, to nonprofits. It was cool.
That is.
It was very nice.
For how long?
It was like a year.
Oh wow.
And I stopped going to work. So my mom is my big supporter. Even with all this, she told me I could leave work and she would pay for everything for 6 months. I was 20.
Right.
So she did.
So she supported you.
She supported me. She was like,
in her way.
God, I can't. Yeah. She was like, he's still gonna do it, so I'm gonna support her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then that's when a little bit after, that's when you decided to come to Orlando, the Disney program, right?
Let me think. I was Mr. Borinquen 2001. I think it was after, maybe before. Probably after, because she supported me, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm
too old. I can't remember. I know it was there.
I feel your pain.
So how did all these things happen where you went from your artistic to now being in finance? That's a big change, career change. What happened and all that?
I was actually not supposed to even go into finance school. I was admitted into school as what they call the first 100, or the 100, the 100 people, which are the people that do the best academics in their high school, and they can go in, have a fast track into college.
Okay, cool.
For ciencias naturales.
Natural science.
Natural sciences, because I wanted to be a meteorologist.
I could see you being a weather.
Oh, I can.
But,
yes.
But it's not a weather guy. A meteorologist studies all these, the atmosphere, and all that crap. If you get onto TV, that would be cool. But at that time and point in Puerto Rico, you had to specialize in a science for 4 years and then move to the States to actually try to pursue that, right? So I started with natural sciences, chemistry. I think it was my major at that point. But after 1 year, I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
This is too boring. I get the molecules and all this shit, but no, not for me. And that's when I switched to finance. And I remember the phase of my parents when I told them I wasn't going to go to medicine school, because they were thinking they were going to get a doctor or something like that. And it was a little bit they tried to contain it, but their faces showed. It was
I think all Hispanic parents go through
Oh,
that.
they
Everybody
really
needs
do.
to be a doctor or a lawyer. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm doing much better than a lot of them.
Oh, yeah. Trust me.
Pero sí,
So you went to financing. You
I
switched your
went into
major.
finance, and I guess because I came from chemistry and then going to finance, it was so easy because the math
chemistry,
is easier.
you still do math,
No,
right?
honey, you do like fucking like calculus 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that shit.
Oh,
And the
God, I
what is
hate
it,
that.
the limits and all that.
Yeah,
And,
no.
and I have to say, you're a very intelligent person. So
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
I've spent a lot of time with you, and you're.
Thank you.
So I could see.
I
that.
mean, he's helped me a lot get out of some messes.
See,
This man is a mortgage Bible.
Yeah.
Like he.
Yeah.
I tried. ChatGPT and Google.
But we didn't have ChatGPT back
True,
then.
true.
Or Google.
Or Google,
Or Google.
right?
It's his brain.
See, so yeah, that's how I went into finance. I first did a bachelor's degree. A couple of years later, I did a master's,
Oh, good.
also in finance. But the performance in me was like always there. Like I always.
That's
I don't
always
know,
been your
I like
passion.
it. Yeah, I like
And
it.
I mean, we can see you even when you do the events and stuff.
Oh,
Like, you bring this like persona and you light up the audience,
I
and
like that.
I mean, I told her, I was like, screw the mortgage. Like, you have a persona, and like, I
I
could
love
definitely
it.
see you in entertainment for
I love
sure.
it.
So we're gonna have to find out in 10 years or so,
Oh.
like where's Rau?
Where's Rau? Maybe I changed my name again because now I go by Rau.
Yeah.
My
I like it,
real name
Rau.
is Raulier. I haven't changed it legally, Mom. Relax.
I
No,
mean,
yeah.
I only call you Ralph for the episode because I can't say Ralph. Your name's
Rau.
Raulier.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, it doesn't work that way. So, very cool. You discovered finance, and did you decide, okay, I'm going to go into mortgages? Like, what did you do? What?
But like all of us, that did not happen like that. It's like, oh, I'm going to study mortgage. No,
You
I
weren't
was
10 years old and say, hey, I want to be a mortgage loan officer.
No, I was actually looking for a job for a boyfriend of mine at that time.
Okay.
And the recruiter switched it on me.
Really?
She was like, why don't you do it? I'm like, a full commission thing?
Yeah, that's
no.
scary.
That's scary when you're
Yeah.
25.
In your
And I was like, oh
young
no,
friends,
I'm so scared. And she's no, you get like a couple of $1,000s, you know.
you know.
And
That'd be
I
fine.
was 25. I wasn't. Where was I working? I was working in the Office Max. Is that a paid advertisement? No,
No.
I don't think they exist anymore.
Office Max?
Office Max?
I think so. I don't think they exist.
I think they changed their name. So
It's
anyways, I was
Office
there for
Depot.
It was
7
Office
years.
Depot.
Office
Right?
no.
No, but there
Yeah.
was two. There was Office
But
But
it was
there
Max.
was
Office Max. So I worked in
Oh,
Copy
yeah.
Max and I was a sales manager and whatever. So I did that for 7 years. But yeah, that's how I.
So you jumped into that.
Yeah, just like that. Like by chance, I went to one of the biggest banks at that time that then got seized by the FDIC, Doral Bank in Puerto Rico. Sorry, the deceased Doral. But it was like a school for me, a mortgage.
So did you
College.
ever move back to Puerto Rico after?
After
or
what? Yes, after the college program, of course. Yes,
okay,
because
did not know that. Okay.
when you're in the college program, it's just like a semester, and then you come back and you keep on doing your studies. You have to finish. I mean,
Gotcha.
if you want to. Right?
So you went back to Puerto
Right.
Rico.
Mhm.
Okay. And you went back to live with your parents, or?
I went back to live with my parents until around that time that I found that job, which I was
Uh-huh.
like 25, 26. And I moved out with a boyfriend of mine at that time.
Okay. Cool. And then how did you end up coming back here?
So that was because of Hurricane Maria. I don't know if a lot of you know about this. So Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico back in 2017.
Mm.
I was working at that time for the government, like the Housing Finance Authority.
Mhm.
And all of the government people had to help all these the people that were affected by
Affected,
by the government. And here I was in one of these canchas. How do you say that?
Fields?
Um,
What,
Yeah, I would
Like
say
a
field.
basketball court, but
Oh,
cool.
okay. Yeah.
but then
Basketball.
not like an open one, right?
Mhm.
Because that's where they received people
All
to
the
do
donations and stuff.
donation, no, for people to do
To sign up?
their claims,
Oh.
their claims because of the hurricane.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know. I was here, a couple of months into Hurricane Maria, and at some point I like stepped out of myself, and I was like looking at the big picture, looking at
Ooh,
Puerto Rico,
yes.
looking at the community, looking at the government, and looking at everything. I'm like, this is not gonna get good for a
Yeah.
long time. And as much as I love my island and as much as I want to do, I can't. Like I've done my part. Like
Right.
I work for the government. I work for these banks. I try to help Puerto Rico out, but I need to find something else.
It felt like you needed to flourish. You needed to spread your wings and just try something.
Because it was just, Puerto Rico was not giving me the tools to, expand and give all this to people who need it, right?
Right, exactly.
So I made a call for somebody that was already here in Orlando in New American Funding, Juan Gonzalez. Thank you for bringing me. And he was like, yeah, just get your license for Florida and you're in.
Wow.
Of course, I had to meet Monica and Miguel and do the
right.
things. But
so you had, everything happened, but how did that feel? You had lemon drop, right?
Oh my God.
Oh,
yes.
wait. What is lemon drop?
It was my bar. I was also a bar owner for like 7 years. Sorry.
Was that in Puerto Rico or here?
Yes. No, in Puerto Rico. Everything in Puerto Rico.
Everything in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, now you had to like no longer.
I missed that part. I fucking had to drop all my life.
Yeah.
By moving. So I had 2 properties. I had my bar, Lemon Drop. I still had that job on the government. Obviously, I had my friends, my family. I had cars. I have everything. And it was so bad that I literally just dropped everything.
But you came by yourself.
I came by myself. But I did have a plan. I didn't just get up and leave.
Right.
I found a job. Like I said, I found a job here. I positioned myself to win, to be successful, right? Because I had my 6-month savings. I did my research. I came here a couple of times before actually doing the move. At that time, I had a boyfriend. He was supporting me. So we did that part. I talked to my mom and my dad. They also supported me. My brother, which at that time was kind of like my partner at the business. So I prepared myself to come here. It was not just out of the blue, but I had already made that switch in my mind that I had to like just get up and leave.
So I do have to say, if this resonates with you, make sure you subscribe, like, share, family and friends, and comment, because this story is like, I did not know a lot about this about you.
And remember Spotify.
Yes, Spotify too, for sure. And I think going from Puerto Rico, going through that transition and everything, I'm sure people are going through that now or have, and they could really resonate with that. So make sure you like, subscribe, and Spotify. And YouTube.
So one thing that I can see here and I really love and commend you for is that every time something bad happened, you just pushed through and found the positive and just kept going. So you were determined, and we talk about that a lot here, is finding the good in the bad. Also, you had a support system, you had friends, which we've talked about that too, and you've had dreams. So it's very cool to see how this actually, all this stuff that we talk about here is, they're just a bunch of crazy wackos over there. But it actually materializes in your story, because I don't know how you consider yourself, but I think that you're a very successful person, right? Not only in your career, but in your life. You're married, you have, your canine kids.
Kid,
yes. You have friends, you have family. I've met your brother, an amazing guy too.
Yeah.
And it's just, you've built a beautiful life. And remember how we started was with those de odio notes,
Yes.
And just, it's beautiful what you've built. And I want to commend you for that you keep on pushing through, and this job, as we know, can take tolls on us every day. There was an Instagram story yesterday I reposted from Amir. Did you guys see it? No. That was hilarious. He's like, a loan officer is putting a fork in an outlet. That's a loan officer. Like, hey, let's see what happens.
We look for that.
Yeah, we just kind of like want to hurt ourselves.
Torture ourselves
because that's what this career is. So it's been very cool to see how you have taken the negative and turned it into positive.
If you can kind of see a denominator in all the guests that we've had, there's always been a situation, a crisis that they overcome, and they're straight like looking forward, So like you said, something bad, but that bad made you here. It made you flourish. There was a light
Without
And
that,
I love that.
without Hurricane Maria, maybe you would have never come here.
Exactly.
It just all these things that are happening when a door is closing, you don't know why.
Exactly.
Another one
It's
is
for a
opening.
reason.
And I think I learned that early on in my early years because we come from a poor or a humble family, right? So my mom and dad both had 2 jobs.
Right.
And when I learned how much they earned, like when I was older,
Right.
and they still put us through private school, which in Puerto Rico, private school was very
It's
expensive. The
expensive.
books, the
uniforms,
the tuition, the uniforms, the everything that the teachers made up. So they really struggle. So I remember seeing that my mom, putting panties in a little bag to sell them. She also sold jewelry. So I know she pushed through a lot, even though, like I said, I hated her. She also
sacrificed
a lot, and I saw that sacrifice, and it came into fruition because she raised 2 amazing kids, my brother and I. She was able to afford her 2 homes that she has now. I did the first mortgage for my mom. Yeah.
Oh,
so that was a full circle moment.
That is.
But yeah, even though I'm saying all these things about my mom, she was the one that actually helped me push through all these limits that I had in her own way.
And I'm sure she didn't know how to. She wasn't raised in that situation with something like this, that she didn't know what to do. No. And she just like, blah.
Yeah.
Because when parents are doing the best they can, right? Like you said, with what they have. And then we decide how we're going to act about that, right? I can either, oh my God, you guys, my entire life, blame you. I'm 38 years old and I'm going to blame for something that happened when I was 15. I got to get over it.
Right.
That's what it is. So you grow from that, but you can decide if you stay attached to that. And I think that's where it's the winners, they differentiate themselves is when you take that and be like, okay, I'm going to roll with it and grow on that pain.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's pretty cool. Now let's fast forward, right?
Yeah.
And talk about your current life, and you're happily married and to Anderson, also a great human being.
Yes, he's a sweetheart.
How did you come to Orlando, you get the job at NAF. Let's talk about all that part.
Yeah.
So here I am once again. I'm nobody. I'm starting in the mortgage industry from scratch. And I found this amazing place called New American Funding, which is where I am still till this day. I started as a loan officer. Fast forward 8 years, I'm branch manager of one of the top producing branches.
Exactly. In the region, too.
And the region, nationally.
Yeah,
nationally. We're number 1 all the time. Yeah.
We're always number 1, thanks to you guys. So, what can I say? It's a dream come true. I never thought this can happen to me, and everybody says it, and it sounds cliche, right? You're gonna make it. It's gonna be okay. It was actually okay.
Yeah.
After starting everything over, I didn't have anything. I lived rented from having 2 properties. I came here having to rent. I broke up with my boyfriend when I moved over, and then I met Anderson, of course. Of course. So I didn't have any friends. I was like, I don't know. But at the same time, I was in a point of my life where I knew what I wanted. I was so focused, and I wanted it so much that I didn't let it get in the way. Because when you're a loan officer in a new place, you have to go out there fishing and like scraping and like, hey, I'm here, give business to me.
Yeah.
But I did something pretty cool. So I called everybody from my high school. Because a lot of them have moved here.
Especially because of Maria, right?
No, before, from school. Yeah, from school. So I talked to them, and one of them had an insurance company. So I was like, boom, okay, brother, you got to give me like your leads. And he gave me like one of my first realtors, which I still do business with her through that relationship. So I started identifying relationships to like get
leveraging your network.
But this is a prime example, like, you put in your head, I'm here to make it. There's no buts, ands, or nothing. There's no negativity. I'm going full force.
And I was fucking afraid. I was like really fucking afraid.
Exactly.
But then that went away. And this, mind you, this was before any Tony Robbins event. We didn't know, I don't even know what Tony was. So I didn't know how bad I could get in my head and stop me from doing stuff. But at that time, I don't know. I was like just so focused. I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? I already left my fucking island.
Yeah.
I left everything behind. I have to go back. Okay, if I have to go back, I do it. So I didn't really have anything to lose at that time.
Exactly.
So
There's no option to fail.
there was no yeah.
It wasn't.
And it worked out for the best.
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. Got to meet you guys.
Oh, he loves us, Hector.
He
He
does.
really does.
Like really
We're not
deep
holding
down.
end though,
Especially-
you know.
Especially when we behave.
Mm-hmm.
Only when we behave.
I don't know when that happens.
So tell me about Rau
Auténtico. So this actually happened this year. Trying to switch up a little bit and get on with the social media and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got a marketing team. Look at that. I got a marketing team. I have a brand and everything. I have a brand book and everything. So we switched my name to a more commercially acclaimed one, I guess.
More like a
Rau Hernández
yeah.
instead of Rau Hernández. So yeah, from there, we started the hashtag Rauténtica because I think I'm authentic.
Yes,
I
you
think
are.
you are.
I really.
You are
So
unique.
we added Rau to authentic and Rauténtico hashtag. So you can hashtag that in the bottom or in the
Okay.
top. I don't know.
On the top, anywhere.
Hashtag Rauténtico. So yeah, it's been a couple of months since I did that switch. It's been great. Rebranding yourself and
It's good. You know what? And I apologize. I forgot to ask you. You got married,
I did.
and how did your family, everything? How did that make you? Did it heal you? Like, how did that go?
So my mom did not come to the wedding,
Mm-hmm.
but again, I made peace with it. I invited her. I did what I needed to do. I told her, I'm getting married. You can come if you want. She didn't come because of her religious beliefs and such. But she loves like Anderson. And
Yeah.
she loves me
Right.
and our relationship. Like when we go home, it's
Right.
a normal relationship. It's just
normal.
that for some reason she didn't want to participate in that activity, I guess.
Right.
And I get it. It's super fine.
Exactly.
But my family members, none of them went. Why didn't I invite them? Oh shit. I don't know. I think I invited my aunt, but is my godmother, but she couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it.
Did your brother go?
Oh yes, my brother went. Yes, it was the best man.
Oh,
They have a really good
they
relationship.
do.
yeah.
That's good. And how was his acceptance? We
Oh
didn't even
no,
ask.
this was back when we were 14. I was coming down the road. I think he was like 14 and I was 14 plus 6 is 20. I was 20, he was 14, and he saw me walking. This was like midnight. I came in the room and he's like, "Yo, are you gay?"
No, are
And
you
I'm like,
serious?
"Why are you asking?" So
What do you say?
of course not. I hear him with glitter and all
Oh, I
that.
know. Fixing the hair. Like,
Yeah.
oh my
So
God.
it was actually cool because I asked him a couple of questions just to see where his mind was at, and
Yeah.
I realized he was okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, bro.
And you felt comfortable.
I felt comfortable. And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, of course I'm gay. And then he started talking about masturbation. Sorry. And this was 14. I'm like, what?
And you had to give him the talk about that. Like, oh my God.
And then it was cool.
Yeah.
He opened up. He was super, super cool about it.
That's good.
Yep.
And I love because we did meet him. I met him for the first time in New Jersey.
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Right.
And that-
You
Your
met him
brother
there.
for the Tony Robbins, and he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like
He
I love
is.
that he supports you.
See,
and-
see.
Yeah.
Do you see the resemblance? A lot of people think he's gay
Yeah.
just because he gets my mannerisms a little bit. He's just like a lot of like me.
I
but
think you guys look
he's
similar,
straight as
but,
they come.
but I don't think
Yeah.
he's gay at all.
No.
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 So, you've become a great leader, right? You have a ton of loan officers that report to you and that you mentor and leader. How has that become important and part of your brand and your identity today?
Mhm. So it goes very well in line with my brand and who I want to be, because I want to leave a legacy. I want to imprint something on each and every one of you and make you see that you can make it. It's all in your head, right?
Mm.
So seeing how you grow is very rewarding,
Ooh,
right?
yes,
It's very nice, and maybe you guys don't see it, or we don't see it as because we take it for granted or whatever. Well, but when you see where you were 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and where you're at right now, it's kind of rewarding where a lot of us or you guys are
Yeah, because I mean, we all go through the struggle, so it's good to have someone to.
It's definitely good to have a support system, which I
Yeah.
think we have here.
We really do.
We have a lot of support. Right?
Yeah.
From emotional to
I think that's the number one.
To operational support to logistic to marketing to like anything that you could possibly need. I think that we have here, and it's why it feels like home. You know, anytime I get a call from a recruiter, I'm like, it just don't like. I'm not even entertaining it.
You know, true story. I'm not gonna lie. Hector would be like, yeah, I'm out of the business. I would call Rau Hernández. Here's his phone number. I left all my business to him.
Yeah.
Literally. I was just like, no, you do not. I'm like,
recruiters don't call me. I'm not going anywhere. The day I leave NAF is because I'm done with mortgages, right?
Exactly.
You know, it's just, this is such an awesome place and we have such a great team and culture and just from everybody, right? And I think it starts from Miguel and Monica, well, all the way to Patty.
That's what I was going to say. It was from Patty.
You know, just from up top and then, but at a local level, it's just amazing. And Ellie and everybody around us, it just, we have so much support in the open door policy and everything. And that has been so helpful. You know, when I look at my statistics from when because I was going like this, then, you know, life happened and I came to NAF and I went like this.
Before.
Before, right? You know, my mom was sick and all that. We talked about that. And then, so the fact that I've been just consistently, just exponentially growing, and it's part of what I feel grateful for, because right now, when I look at the math, I feel a little frustrated, right? Because I had something envisioned that I wanted to be, because I constantly pushing myself, but I'm not there yet because the market, things are happening, right? Things are happening, but I'm staying positive and just trying to make sure that I remind myself and others that it's okay and that we just have to continue going. But even in this market, it's just that my growth has slowed down, but it's still there.
Right.
And it's because of the support I have here. I can't imagine myself working with another team, working for somebody else right now. Like I would probably just lose my mind. You know, like it's
you probably even want to get out of the business.
Oh yeah. The only reason I do it is I stay is because the support that we have and what you guys have built here. So you are doing, you know, what you set yourself to do.
You're gonna need to have a session with him. Get out of your head. You're doing great. There's a lot of people that are doing really bad, and you're doing amazing.
But in summary, you are doing a great job as a leader and helping us, and we value and appreciate always your support.
Oh, thank you.
So we will, and hopefully we are delivering, and we, you know,
I'm here.
Yeah,
that is true.
Supporting you.
Hopefully you're a proud parent, you know.
I do have a question.
Okay.
What would you tell your 15 self right now?
Ay, Dios mío.
Sí, cuenta. Or anyone that's...
Just like I said, it's going to be okay. It really is going to be okay. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is going to be okay.
Would you give what even though it's okay, what are tools that could help that person going through maybe what you went through when you were 15?
Like we mentioned a couple of times, the support system. Don't go through it alone. That's what I would say. To any 15-year-old or anybody that's going through it, you don't have to go through it alone.
Right.
There's always going to be somebody in your corner, whether it's your family member, your neighbor, your cousin, I don't know, your coworkers, anybody, even a stranger at some point. It could be,
I really think,
it could be anybody, but you don't have to go through it alone.
Yeah. And again, that's the common denominator. It's like, you don't even have to go through a therapist. Have a support system.
You need to just let it out because it's physiology, right? Like
you
have to let it out.
Oh, did you watch the last episode with Dr. Javier about letting it out? I'm going to kick your butt.
But I watched the other ones. I watched the other two.
Okay.
I missed that one.
That one's a really good one. You guys got to watch.
I watch.
So what's next for Authentic?
What's next? We're starting with the branding, right? So we want to percolate into a bunch of stuff. Not only as a leader in mortgage, but I think I also want to start doing like maybe coaching sessions and maybe stand in front of big audiences, delivering this same message, whether it be to the personal side or to the mortgage business. I want to leave, like I said, I want to imprint on people
Like, and leave a legacy.
Like a legacy, right? I don't have kids. I have my canines.
So I don't have kids neither. So I get it. Like, I want to leave a legacy too. Like, woman empowerment. You want to help your community, and you're part of NAF Pride and all of that.
Pride. I'm part of local chapters here for the LGBTQ plus community.
That is good.
That is great. Yes, because we are gay and proud.
We
need to be out there. Helping each other out. But yeah, leaving a legacy, leaving something. And I've already done it, and I'm sure all of us have touched somebody at some point in our lives that will always remember us for it, just because of what we do. But just keep doing that. Just keep doing that. Multiply, because at the end of the day, life is gonna be better.
Life doesn't happen. What's the saying that you love to say?
Life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you.
That's right. I remember he tells me that all the time. Life doesn't happen to you.
It's like, step out of it.
For you. I'm like, okay, I'm trying.
So I can't let you go without asking.
Yes.
That one person in your life that is not a famous paid person, somebody in your life that you will listen to, that you will take advice from, that you'll actually shut up, be quiet, and listen to their advice.
Miguel.
He goes, Miguel. That's good.
Our boss.
Yeah, that's a great person.
Yeah, Miguel. He's been here, right? So you all know him. So great part of my success was coming here and him giving me the opportunity, but also me listening to him and Monica, but mostly him because he's the one that's hustling there in the field. In the field. But Monica, we love you too. But yeah, Miguel, he's walk the talk.
He walks the
talk.
So
he knows what he's saying. He's been through all the struggles we have been through in the industry, being an immigrant, not knowing the language. So if I would listen to anybody, it would be him.
That's beautiful.
Gracias, Miguel.
I agree. That's a good one. So, we've had a great time talking to you today here. Thank you so much for joining us.
I enjoyed it.
It's been
good.
Great.
You were all nervous too. Look at that.
So he like showed up with a mirror and everything. Like this is a lot.
It's a whole backstage, bro.
And me and Gigi are just like
we're just like hey,
this whole thing. I just threw this. Yeah. This is just in my car.
Or show your Ferragamo.
Ferragamo.
Sorry.
Girl,
I like to say funny guys. It's Gigiism.
It's Gigiism.
It's Gigiism.
But we definitely appreciate you and thank you so much for your time. And it's been really cool. I know a lot about your story, but hearing it more, and I think that you should continue this path that you're on because everybody does have a story. You have a really cool one. And I think you can help connect with a lot of people and identify.
Especially people in this industry too.
Yeah. And just kind of and more to younger crowds saying like, hey, it's going to be okay. Things are going to happen. Because when we're young at that age, at 15, the world is ending. Like,
oh my gosh.
If in your case, the guy, but if the girl didn't call me back, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like, I'm no longer worthy of anything, right? You know, all these things happen.
The text messaging. Oh my God.
So it's pretty cool that you can share that story of everything that you've accomplished and your family and
still accomplishing.
Yes. So we're not done yet.
We are excited to see what's next and what's going to happen. And we're going to closely follow that because we're going to be right here next door. His office is next door to mine. So, well, it's in between actually us.
Between us.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So,
thank you for having me.
We do want to wrap up and we always say this beautiful phrase.
You know?
Wake up, show up, live up.